Hey everyone, and welcome to part 76. Yeah, the sea basses are at the dizzy heights of 91, but they're already starting to decrease. And, well, it's depressing when they decrease into the low 90s, and then into the 80s and 70s, but then it's more depressing when they get down to the 50s and the 40s and 30s. And it's more depressing when it gets down to, like, under 10. Which is usually the how it is when I decide to go fishing again. So I think I'm sort of getting Etamon's routine. I give him one sea bass, rest twice, then he wants to eat, usually. Give him a second sea bass, then give him a third, because that's how many I need in order to reach the tournament, and he doesn't usually... If I was to give him just a second sea bass, normally his appetite doesn't kick in until after he'd fade away, so it seems I have to force feed one sea bass. So I start off by force feeding him one, because obviously it's mandatory. Then obviously he gets hungry, so I give him a second, and then I force feed the next one because that's also mandatory. Then obviously I rest until I think it's an hour before. Yeah, I keep resting until an hour before I get the notification telling me that the tournament is ready, because it's on that hour that I like to enter. And obviously, it gives me just enough time to get the sirloins from Digimon and save and etc, etc. So I've decided to play on. I am going to carry on with Etamon and get those 100 championship wins. And so I've got, I'm not entirely sure how many championship wins it is left to do, but I know it's in the 30s, and I think it's quite far into the 30s. And it would be nice if I could try and get, I think, 3 championship wins in every part, because I would say normally I'm averaging at 2 championship wins per part. If I can try and up it to 3, then that means less parts, which means less of this. I want to have Thunderbolt. See Megalospark. I'm actually going to give Muscle Charge a try, because obviously I'm mentioning about speed and stuff, and obviously the quicker obviously with the tournaments, it's quicker to naturally defeat your opponent rather than wait for the clock to come down and then reach 0 and then you win by default. So if I have Thunderbolt, a muscle attack, Megalospark, a nice attack, and Muscle Charge obviously ups your attack, maybe I can win the tournaments quicker. Maybe I can physically beat the Digimon rather than just drain the clock and win that way. Maybe I can physically beat them quicker, and maybe finish the tournaments quicker, and thus maybe I will be able to get 3 championship wins into each part, thus meaning less parts. Which is probably going to be a good thing, because this is going to drive you nuts. But I don't know how many championship wins it is. Okay, so I'm just going to get to Piximon, but let's just say figure of speech. Let's pick a number that 2 and 3 both go into. Let's say 36, for example. If I was to do 2 per part, then, you know, 36 championship wins, that would be... that would be 18 parts, wouldn't it? I'm still favouring Megalospark at the moment. But yes, supposing I need 36 championship wins, 2 championship wins per part, that's 18 parts. 3 championship per wins, that's 12 parts. See the difference? So it'd be nice if I can try and get 3 in per part. So this isn't going too well at the moment. Okay, now I can flex my muscles. I'm just focusing on attack at the moment rather than everything. This is pretty weak at the moment. Probably actually should have focused on trying to paralyse Pixiemon, because you can guarantee he's going to get straight back up and do his finish. You can guarantee it. How do I do it? When you're attacking at the same sort of speed, if your finish scourge reaches the maximum, that's a big hint that theirs probably has as well, or is about that. I'd say I've won, but this isn't kind of how I wanted to go about it. That's why I let you go. That's why I let you go. I'm referencing the fact that I did have Pixiemon at one stage, and then I ditched him for Etamon. Well, actually no. Well, I mean, I don't know, who did I ditch Pixiemon for? I can't even remember, but obviously I had Pixiemon at one stage, but now I've got Etamon. Maybe I'll have the interesting experience of showing Greymon why I let him go. I showed Pixiemon why, maybe I can show Greymon why I let him go. Shit, that's powerful. It's a bit more powerful, but my HP's not good. This Megalospark's quicker than Prominence Beam. Ah, he has Megalospark as well. Well, he's paralysed. Thunderbolt's gonna try and take him out. Cool. Cool, and that's why I let you go. But my Ultismon is not a playable Digimon in this game. But maybe I'll show him why he needed my help to defeat Skull Greymon, because I am superior. Oh shit, Thunderbolt. Okay, I blocked it. Gosh, he's got Thunderbolt. Ah, paralysed. He's got that as well. Powerful. Don't flatten me, don't flatten me. Live with Giga Freeze. Please paralyze him, please paralyze him, please paralyze him. No! Oh, distance, 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 distance. Okay, I'm a bit faster, I'm a bit faster, I'm a bit faster, I'm a bit faster. He stopped. Attack first, attack first, attack first, attack! Yes! Yes. That was close. That was too close. If there's any consolation, I have been trying to track Digitamon. Obviously, you're not seeing it because it hasn't been successful, but every time I go to sleep in the Centaur Clinic normally, the first thing I do is try and get hold of Digitamon. Well, that's how I've been doing it in this part. Obviously, I've done it once so far. And obviously I got hold of him, but his food's only boosted my MP, defense and brains, so I didn't bother with it. But each time I sleep, I'm going to try and track him again and try and produce a different outcome. Just because the first food, the one that costs 1,000 bits, either... Let's just see the tournament at the moment. See, have to do. No worries about stats for that one, because that'll be easy. Because obviously the food that he has that costs 1,000 bits, the one that I eat, because it will either boost your MP by 10, and then your defense and brains by 1, or your HP by 10, and your attack and speed by 1. Or it will boost your HP and MP by 20, and your attack, defense, speed, and brains by 2. So it either boosts half the stats by half the amount. Team level's gone down. Or it boosts double the stats for double the amount. So there just isn't any point in doing it if it's only gonna boost like half your stats for half the amount. And I have come to the conclusion that it is completely randomised what Digitamon does, what foods what stats his foods boost. I think it's completely random. Because even if I was to catch him and he was to do the MP, defense and brains, then I was to get him at a later point and he was to do the HP, attack and speed, I would effectively be paying 4 times the amount. Just checking these wants to eat. I'd effectively be paying 4 times the amount. Because when it boosts the MP, defense and brains, it would only boost it by half the amount, so I would need to do twice the amount to get those stats maximised. But then the HP, attack and speed wouldn't be affected, so then I'd have to then do them, and again it'd be boosting it by half the amount, so I'd need twice as much. I would basically cost 4 times the amount, so it's just not worth it. And there's no desperate demand for the stats. I'm just after Digitamon for the stat boosts so that I will win the tournaments quicker. Get to that 100 championship wins as soon as possible. But yeah, more powerful moves, better stats, no brainer. Victories will come quicker and easier, you would hope. If I was to boost my stats, it means I wouldn't have to worry about Muscle Charge or War Cry or anything like that, because they wouldn't make any difference, so... I probably do prefer War Cry though, because of how close that last tournament was. But yeah, when your stats are maximised, they don't make any difference, so if I was to maximise my stats, then I wouldn't need either of them, and I could either stick with Megalospark and Thunderbolt, or have a third offensive attack. Just for, well, whatever really. For the sake of maybe having a really, really quick attack, for the sake of maybe having a status damager, who knows. for the hour. I don't see why my tamer level should go down just for entering a stupid tournament. Yes, pun intended. And I could understand why the tamer level goes down, because it's just not right. You should enter in your Digimon for opponents way below their level. What do I care? I want 100 championship wins, and the easier the tournament, the easier it will be, the quicker it will come. Right, 2 Thunderbolts should do it. I was wrong. Actually, technically, 2 Thunderbolts did do it. Just 2 Thunderbolts and a Megalospark. Do I face Greymon again? No. I haven't really been noting down my opponents, but obviously I do remember a lot of them, and there are some Digimon who I do remember facing a lot. Greymon is one, Pidomon is one, I think Garulamon is one. Skull Greymon, my Ultismon, Mainmon, Metal Mainmon, they've all featured a fair bit. Not as powerful as I would want it to be, but its HP is low. Should be able to finish with a Megalospark. Definitely. And it only took 18 seconds. Centauramon. I did actually Digivolve to him, let's not forget, because when I had Agumon I did play ahead just to see where my Digivolution was going, and I did actually get Centauramon. So I have actually seen Centauramon in this challenge, but obviously not on camera because it all went in a different direction. And I instead had Greymon and was happy by that. Okay, this Centauramon is quite powerful considering it's a Seedron. Yeah, considering my stats. But what does it matter? I'm the one who's gonna obviously when I slept in the Centaur Clinic, I did try again for Digitarmamon, and this time he boosted my HP, attack and speed. The previous day it was MP, defense and brains, so still no joy as of yet. Reserves, too much stuff. I can just decline, can't I? Oh, I didn't get into the infantry on time. Oh, we are again. I took the liberty of... I had to do the tournament again, but I took the liberty of selling some sirloins. See, the problem there was they couldn't give me the sirloins because I had too many. Oh, the HU tournament. So, then it caused that thing, and then when I came out of it, I wasn't quick enough to go back into the infantry and couldn't give them a sea bass, and 67 wins, 33 more to go, okay. Couldn't give him a sea bass, and well, yeah, faded away. So I sold some sirloins, so that way I'd be able to accept them. Then I went into the inventory on time, and then fed him a sea bass. Care Mistake Gorge is getting quite full. I may want Sukamon at some stage, but I don't want him at the moment, so I do need to be a bit careful there. So I tried again with Digimon and well, I'm sure you can tell by that again it wasn't a success. Again, it only boosted HP, attack and speed. Although an idea has occurred to me that might speed things up a bit. Obviously, how this has been going, obviously I've been sleeping in the clinic, waking up in the clinic, giving my Digimon sea basses, resting and stuff. I've then been leaving the clinic, but instead of going straight to the arena, I've been saving, and I've been doing it because of the worry of the tournament freezing, or, you know, freezing afterwards, or losing, and then basically something where I'd end up having to do the tournament again, and basically it's quicker to save in Digimon's house and then just go straight to the arena. Because then if I have to reset, then obviously all I have to do is go straight to the arena, rather than like save and sleep in the clinic, do all this stuff, then enter the arena, and then fail, and then have to do it again or whatever. But thinking about it, I'm sure it isn't actually that bad. I'm sure the difference isn't actually that big. So I'm actually going to try something. I'm not actually going to save before the tournament. I'm going to save and sleep in the clinic like I have done. Give my Digimon sea basses, rest and stuff until the hour of the tournament, and then I'm actually just going to go straight to the arena and enter the tournament immediately. Even if it was to end badly like it did the last time, I'm sure it's not going to be that bad, because it doesn't really, now that I've sussed the routine, it's not really as time consuming as it used to be. So even if it wasn't to work out, I might not lose that much. I might not really lose that much time, but you know, if this is going to work, what I'm doing, I'm sure it's going to be quicker. You know, on record, I'm sure it's going to be quicker to just sleep in the clinic, do all the stuff I need to do in the clinic, then just go straight to the arena, rather than go and save, then go to the arena. Because obviously, you know, time is a bit strict, and I'm actually giving Thunderbolt a try. I want to do anything to speed things up. So, going straight from the clinic to the arena is one thing, using Thunderbolt, naturally, is another. Because if I win this, then I'll need 32 more wins. This will be the last tournament of the part. And, you know, if I can get 3 in each part, then that would be, you know, 32 wins, 3 in each part. That would be about 11 parts, wouldn't it? So, not too unbearable. Yeah, saying about how often I seem to meet Pidomon in the tournament. Here we go again. He was moving, so I favoured Megalospark. Now I can use Thunderbolt. well, Megalo Spark might not finish him off, but that has. No, he's got a higher amount of HP. Does that mean this match is going to take too long? For a Thunderbolt, that's not particularly powerful. 6,300 HP, Thunderbolt is averaging about 700 or more. 10 lots is 700 is 7,000. 9 lots is 6,300. Shouldn't take that long. Shouldn't take too many. So I don't run out of MP. I'm glad these Winter Blasts aren't paralysing me. Because obviously, when he's paralysed, it's a golden opportunity to attack, but if I'm also paralysed, then it's not really going to be a golden opportunity. I know you could say that it might be a good idea to enter like the lowest possible tournament because it means it'll be over quicker. Those obviously I'll go for the B. Because for example, you could say I could have entered the D, a much easier tournament, and so it would have been over a lot quicker. Yeah, you could argue that it might be a good idea to just enter the lowest tournament just for the sake of quicker wins, but I do value my tamer level, and tamer level will go down, well, may go down, which I don't really want to be risking. And I can safely enter a B without the fear of my tamer level going down, and with my stats it shouldn't take that long. So I think for now I'll be happy with the B tournaments. Unless I can get hold of Digimon and boost my stats, then I'll be happier with tougher tournaments. But I believe that was 3 championship wins, almost half an hour in time. So this will be the end of the part, so thank you everyone for watching, and hope you enjoyed.